A man hospitalized tonight after being shot several times, reportedly by Columbus police officer. Good evening. Thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Mike Jackson.
And I'm Colleen Marshall. This happened on Heil Avenue on the city's south side just after 9 tonight. NBC4's Candace Lee is there right now and has the very latest details on what might have led up to this police-involved shooting. Candace?
Yeah, good evening, Colleen. I can tell you that there is a large crime scene here at Kossuth and Heil. We know that this event took place at 951 Heil Avenue. Sergeant Rich Weiner with the Columbus Police Department has kindly joined us tonight, and he's here to give us the latest information on this. Sergeant, what can you tell us?
Officers were dispatched out here on a domestic violence complaint. We got a phone call from a neighbor and from the victim's mother, who was not here at the scene, saying that there was a male here threatening the daughter, the neighbor, with a knife. Officers arrived. They made their way inside. At that point, they confronted the suspect. He was in another room. He had the knife in his hand. They tried to take him into custody, at which point he came at the officers with the knife. A couple officers tried to deploy their tasers. They were ineffective. One officer fired multiple times, striking the suspect. The suspect was transported to Grant in critical. He's since been upgraded to stable. No officers were hurt. The victim was not hurt. There were some children inside as well, but they did not see the shooting.
Talk to us a little bit about what was his demeanor? Was he intoxicated? Any appearance that he had been doing any drugs or alcohol?
Well, right now we still need to interview some of the people that were inside. We have witness officers that didn't fire their gun, so we have to interview them tonight as well. It's too early in the investigation to say what his demeanor was, what he was doing exactly. With all we know right now is that he came at the officers with a knife, and they attempted to take him with less than lethal means. That didn't work, and they had no other choice but fire a weapon.
The officer that did fire his weapon, can you tell me if he's a veteran with the force or someone who's been on maybe less than 10 years?
I haven't checked as to how long he's been on yet. Second shift officers typically, they've got anywhere between 1 to 8 years on, so we've got to figure that out as well. Like I said, I came out here real quick just to give you guys a quick briefing. We've got a lot of work to do. We have to get crime scene search unit here. Before we do that, we're writing the warrant to go into the house and process the house. This is the house where the suspect lives. It's our understanding at this point that the girlfriend lives here. And like I said, there were multiple children here. So we got a lot of work to do.
And talk to us about the protocol, the next steps on what it is that you do when you investigate a police-involved shooting.
Well, we have our CERT team, the Critical Incident Response Team. That's made of senior homicide investigators. They come to the scene. The sergeant of that team, he assigns a primary investigator, and at that point, who's going to be sketching the scene, who's going to be doing interviews to who. We have a detective at the hospital right now. The suspect's in surgery. That detective is relaying his condition back to us. So everybody has a certain assignment that they're going to do, and right now we're simply waiting on getting that search warrant signed, so that's going to take a while.
All right, thank you, Sergeant. And there you had it from Sergeant Rich Weiner from the Columbus Police Department telling us exactly what happened here tonight at 951 Heil Avenue. Of course, we will bring you the very latest updates on air and online at NBC4i.com. Reporting live on the South Side, Candace Lee, NBC4.
Yeah, Candace, a story we will certainly be following into the morning. And